And Krista, let's talk about today because this is the second ride for Mom.
So we're here with the Blackjacks Roadhouse. It's the second annual Ride for Mom. This is a huge day for us. We finally got beautiful weather. The sun is shining. We've already got, I would say, about 50 riders that are ready to support ACWS, which is the shelters in Edmonton that desperately need it. Over 10,000 people, seniors, women, and children use our shelters here just in Edmonton last year, and it's just growing. So this is a great opportunity to get on your bike. Registration is only $30 with 100% of those proceeds going back to the shelters, because we did get sponsorship from Peace Insurance, Peace Valley Insurance, and Clonic Insurance, covering our breakfast buffet, and Pratt's Food covered our breakfast buffet, as well as the burgers from when we get back. So it's just it's going to be a great ride. We're going to Reynolds Museum, House of Thunder in Camrose, and then straight through to Toefield and then back. So great ride.
See these handsome gentlemen here? Can you see these great folks? These sheriffs are our escorts for the Ride for Mom, and the reason they're involved is because this supports the women's shelters, emergency services, and helps bring awareness to ending family and domestic violence. Thank you, guys.
My name is Marianne Nguyen, and I'm from Winhouse, but I'm representing the Edmonton Domestic Violence Shelter Engage.
And what does the Ride for Mom mean to you guys as far as the awareness and funds raised?
The Ride for Mom, am I lying? Oh, the Ride for Mom event is really significant in trying to get other people involved in supporting our cause. Alberta is the third highest in domestic violence in the country, and Alberta actually has 10,000 reported cases of domestic violence every year. So it's really important to create awareness and to raise funds to help support programs and services that we're trying to get out to the community.
You're watching Ride Like a Local with Belt Drive Betty. Welcome to another episode of Ride Like a Local. In this segment, we're going to catch up with Krista Shields from Blackjacks Roadhouse, the host of the ride, Marianne from Winhouse, and Patricia Nicholl from the Alberta Council of Women's Shelters. Join us as we take in the Ride for Mom. In the heart of the Canadian Badlands is Drumheller, runner-up community in Canada's most rider-friendly community contest 2017. We invite you to come experience the hospitality, drink in the views of one of Canada's most unique and haunting landscapes, Drumheller, Alberta. Community Futures Grand Prairie and Region can assist small business with financing, training, and advisory services. We're here to help small business in rural Alberta. We're at the Ride for Mom in Nisku, Alberta at Blackjacks Roadhouse. The Shields family, of course, is the family that spearheaded this event. It's in its second year now. And I'm being joined right now by Patricia Nicholl from the Alberta Council of Women's Shelters, the Alberta Council of Women's Shelters. So Patricia, tell us a little bit about the council and what you guys do.
We are the advocacy group for the women's shelters in the province of Alberta. So we do things like education, we do fundraising, we do events, we bring the shelter people together as a collective for discussion and for best practices. And again, the education piece is very big within our organization.
And how much does an event like this mean to an organization like yours?
Oh, every time that we are able to partner with someone in the community and do something to raise funds for domestic violence, it is huge. And that, it's a very underfunded, I guess I could say, it doesn't have the same, cachet as, when we think about children's violence or we think about Even with the hockey players and things like that, those, touch our heart in a different way. And we tend to not want to think about domestic violence. It's a nasty subject. We don't want to think about it, but it's, we've had 2 domestic violence murders in Edmonton in the last 3.5 weeks. And every 6 days in Canada, a woman is murdered by her intimate partner. And these are things that, just don't get brought to the surface because they're not nice. They're not nice. So we are the voice for the shelters, for helping them to provide that emergency care to women, children, and seniors. And we do a very large education piece around changing the conversation and educating men and boys.
Well, and I think that's one of the biggest thing is educating people. And when you look at the crowd here, we're sitting somewhere around 70 motorcycles already this morning, probably close to 100 people coming out, hearing this message, getting to know a little bit. And this is the intimate way to educate people, correct?
Oh, absolutely. And it's just, my heart is full that all these people are coming out for our cause and doing this ride for us today. It's just, it's overwhelming. It's wonderful. And, this is just getting bigger, and it will continue to get bigger. And the Shields family and Krista, they're just, it's just really, really awesome what they do.
It is, and Krista and Clarence, and of course his wife and his other children, that family is so engaged in this Nisku Leduc area, the South Edmonton area, everything and anything they can do, from hosting Christmas dinners for free where they serve the consumer and there's no charge. They give up their Christmas, they do all sorts of charity events, and they support all sorts of charities all year. But the beautiful thing about this particular event is this is Krista and Clarence's baby. I'm proud to have been on the founding board and to help them get this started, and to see it growing in year 2 to this, thanks to Mother Nature cooperating quite a bit. It's a gorgeous day. So one final thing you would like the audience to understand about domestic violence and why we're here today.
Well, it is a lot more prevalent than we like to believe. You know someone that is affected by this, and what you do and what you say matters. And we need to change the conversation. Women and all Canadians, all people, need to feel safe. And what these guys are doing, guys and gals today doing this ride, is they're contributing in a way that they just have no idea how much the impact is on one woman's life. It can make the difference between her surviving and not surviving. And I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's participating, and keep on coming.
On the Alberta-Saskatchewan border is a welcoming city that was recently crowned as Canada's most rider-friendly community of 2017, Lloydminster. From rider-friendly businesses to great events, Lloydminster, Canada's most rider-friendly community. Come experience it. The Spark Business Incubator is located in 214 Place and run by Community Futures Grand Prairie and Region. It can provide a new or expanding business with the supports to be successful. www.gpsparkincubator.ca